How's it, everybody? Welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Love in Vain by Robert Johnson. If you want to learn his music, then this might be a good place to start because this is one of his simpler songs. It's in standard tuning. My guitar is in D standard, that's why I have a capo on the 2nd fret. But if your guitar is already tuned to E standard, then you're golden. You're going to need a thumb pick for this song because all of his songs, they've got this very percussive bass line, and it's going to be very hard on the thumb, so you're going to want a thumb pick to make it easier and to give it more of that sort of percussive sound that his songs all have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first demonstrate the intro, the formats of the 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th verses, and the outro. So this is what they sound like. First, let's look at the intro. It's going to sound like this. You're going to start with a chord shape that has your ring finger on the 12th fret of the B string and your index finger on the 10th fret of the E string. And it's going to be a simple chromatic run downwards. It's as simple as that. It's the same chord shape, you just got to get that rhythm right. So it's 4 times, another 4 times, and then 5 times, sorry. Then it's going to be an open G string and its octave on the E string. And after that, it's going to be the turnaround, which has your pinky on the 3rd fret of that E string, so it's still G. But this time you're going to have a simple chromatic rundown on the D string. So that's the rhythm for it. It's not just a simple, it's going to be that kind of thing. That's from the 3rd fret. You just got to get that rhythm right because that's how it sounds in the song. After that, you're going to have this chord shape which has the ring finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, your keep getting confused here, with your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string with your thumb wrapped over the top, right? You have to get used to that when playing Robert Johnson's songs. He does that thumb wrap a lot. You can hear it, you can't really hear it, and you can't really see it in the way he plays because there's no video of him playing, but it makes more sense to have your thumb over the top like this. So you're going to have to get used to that. So you're going to wrap your thumb over the top onto the E string, and it's going to sort of mute the A string like that. So it gives you that sort of washboard sound. That's what Robert Johnson is known for. He has that very percussive sound in his bass lines. And you're just gonna, that's the way you're gonna play the top strings. while at the same time you're just going to be playing that bottom string. So it's going to sound like this all in all. And you're going to be palm muting it at the bass here. You're not going to be letting it ring out. It's just going to be a very controlled sound. Now the first and second verses are largely the same. There's very little variation between them. There's like very slight variation. The four chords you're going to be using are sort of like a G chord with your thumb wrapped over the top on the E string on the 3rd fret, and whichever finger you prefer. I generally like to use my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. The rest are open. The A string is muted by the thumb. It sort of just lightly touches the string so that it doesn't ring out or make that much sound. It's just for that percussive sound, you know? So it sounds like this. After that one comes this chord here, which is very similar, but your ring finger moves down a string onto the B string on that 3rd fret, and your index finger goes onto the 1st fret of that E string. So it sounds like this. Sorry about that. The next chord is with your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string, your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string. So it sounds like this. And your ring finger is muting the D string so that it doesn't ring out. And then there's that same chord from the intro. Those are the 4 chords that you're going to be using throughout the song, actually. Next, let's look at the picking patterns. Right? I don't know what the names of the chords are because they're unique chords that he sort of made up. So I'm just going to refer to them by 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th chords. There are only 4 of them, so you'll know which ones they are. Like this is the 1st one, this is the 2nd, this is the 3rd, and then this is the 4th. Right, so the 1st chord you're going to play 1 bar of it. You're going to play it like you're going to pinch it like that, and then you're going to play 3 beats of that bass line. So then you're going to play 3 bars of that 2nd chord. But they're going to have like sort of a hammer on as like a transitional thing. Right? So that's going to be with your middle finger and your ring finger. On that 3rd bar, it's going to be that hammer on, and then it's going to be an E, and then a B, and then 2 E's, and then a B. Keep forgetting to mute that string. Then you're going to go to the 3rd chord and play that 2 bars in the same fashion as the 1st chord. And you're going to play the 2nd chord with that hammer on for 2 beats. Then you're going to go to that 4th chord for 2 beats as well. Then you're going to play the open B string and play that 1st chord for 1 whole bar. Then you're going to do that hammer on and play that 2nd chord, 2 beats, then 2 beats of the 4th chord, followed by an open E string, and then you're going to play the turnaround. Followed by that 4th chord again from the intro. Now, the 3rd and 4th verses are very similar to the 1st and 2nd, except there are a couple of riffs that are different, right? Both of them, the 3rd and 4th verse, they replace this riff here with this riff here. So basically it's taking this chord shape here with your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string and your first finger on the 1st fret of the A string. It just shifts it down 1 fret with that thumb still wrapped over on the 3rd fret of the E string. So you're going to play the B string and the E string just twice like that, and then you're going to play the open E string followed by that B string with the 2nd fret middle finger, and then an upstroke, just one upstroke, sorry, with the original chord shape. Don't forget that hammer on. Then in either the 3rd or 4th one, I don't really remember, he has this riff where instead of going, he goes, so he plays that 1st chord, then the 2nd chord, and then the 4th chord, then back to the 1st. He plays it very randomly, so you've got a bit of leeway there. You just got to get the chord progression right. The outro comes after the turnaround, where it goes like this. So you're just going to play that 4th chord for 2 beats, sorry, and then just let that 1st chord ring, and that is the entire song. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment. Leave a comment if you have any criticisms. I always appreciate constructive criticism, because I want to make this channel better. So yeah, please let me know if you enjoyed it.